know yet who might have taken these shots at the Republican nominee, but we do have the statement from his spokesperson saying that he is fine. He's being checked at a local medical facility, and they'll have more
Try to check my boy Trump out, man. They got his head bleeding.
details soon.
Shots at him.
First responders very.
How got hit. Shit was crazy, son. Yo, listen, man. Yo, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something. Let me turn this motherfucking shit on. Let me tell y'all something, man. Turn the AC on, man. Let me tell y'all what's going on the fuck on. We went down today, man. They threw shots at Trump. Basically, they trying to John F. K the boy. They trying to do a John F. K on the boy. You know what I mean? It's looking crazy. It's looking like y'all trying to make him really be the president. Because number one, everybody's voting for him after seeing blood on his head. They're going to feel like, oh, he must. Yep, that turned him into a living JFK, man.
Very quick. I do want to echo what our Scott McFarland reported, which is clearly a major security failure. You can see in the
Biden would have folded like a lawn chair. Do you understand what Biden would have did? That shit would have grazed his head, his whole brain, whatever mask they got on the other day, because that's a mask. Because Biden looks different every day. Not gonna lie.
the video we are playing back for you that the former president, 45th president, was able to stand, wave, move freely, but that blood was visible around his ear area. The Secret Service, we know, has implemented more security procedures around him. I've been texting with individuals, lawmakers and family members of theirs who were there, trying to understand if everyone else in office is also safe. So far, I've been hearing those lawmakers are secure. That is the reporting to date from those I've heard back from. But we are going to continue to make calls, Adriana. I just want to put that in broader context.
So they're saying it was shots. So my thing is this: how come they not chasing down the people who tried to do this, like as if they was in a bad neighborhood somewhere and a guy just shot somebody on the corner selling drugs? They would chase this guy down with all of their might. They're not stopping until they get him. Where's this guy that threw the shots? Is he in cuffs, or was everybody down with this shit planned out? Because it seemed like to me he got nothing but a whole bunch of women right here, bro. That's 3 women. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with women's security and all of that, but yo, bro, that's, when it comes to war and crime and war, crime, security, securing shit, making sure nobody gets in and all that, that's a man's job at the end of the day. Yeah, girls is nosy, but y'all not about to do nothing about nothing. Y'all see some shit fall, y'all not going to pick it up first. You understand what I'm saying? That's just a woman's nature. Something falls, they're gonna look right at you like, pick that shit up. Like, you just gonna stand there? So I'm saying that to say, if one of these women would have seen something out of place or something that didn't make no sense, they could have just brushed it off as a woman would do. Like, I don't feel like doing nothing right now. Every war started over a woman, bro. These women right here, man, they try to take my boy out, man.
Context that we are in a heightened threat environment. We knew that. We have heard that repeatedly from the FBI. Warning and warning and warning recently in front of Congress. Homegrown violent extremists.
No. Y'all bugging. Where's the perpetrator at? I heard the lady say a little while ago, oh, this place is cleared out. There's nobody here no more. So y'all let a nigga throw shots at the most important person in America and just leave with everybody else? This shit was a setup, bro. This was a setup. Number one, look at the people in the back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Look at the people in the back. Look at the people in the background. Look at their faces. Look how they look. Look how these people in the background look.
First responders for their quick action.
Look.
The scene, he ducked, was escorted away quickly by the Secret Service, bringing his hand to his head. It is unclear if he took a direct hit.
Look at this. Look at the people in the background. Everybody chilling, smiling.
It is unclear if he was grazed, but we do have a statement from his campaign.
That first shot. Oh, look, that was the second one. Look at her face. Look. It seemed like he was waiting for something to happen. It seemed like she don't even know what's happening. None of these people even know. And I hear some people in the back got hit. This is weird, bro. Like,
Pain. I'll read that now. It says President Trump thanks law enforcement and first responders for their quick action during this heinous act. He is fine and is being checked out at a local medical
why is my chat disabled? Oh, this is for this video.
facility. More details will follow. I also want to follow up with a statement we received from the Secret Service.
So they saying other people got hit. That would be people over here if the bullet was flying like this. If the bullet was firing from here to there. But look at the people at the top.
That says an incident occurred the evening of July 13th at a first responders for their quick action during this heinous act.
All these people at the top. They all looking over there. They know where it came from. I don't understand why they didn't chase this nigga down and beat the shit out this nigga and had this nigga all over the news in handcuffs, bleeding, fucked up, can't walk, leg all broke, hand all broke, jaw all broke. Why is this nigga not on the fucking news, bro? The nigga where's this guy?
Is fine and is being checked out.
Bro, because I don't know, bro. Let me erase this because I was looking for Prince and Morris Day samples earlier, man. Niggas is fire, bro. But yeah, so boom. Let me erase. So boom.
Trying to get him off the stage. They have succeeded in getting.
No, I don't see no new. I don't see nothing new, man. I'm injured that incident.
I'm now going to show you
shooting. They've been saying shooting. They just like it's like some regular.
Jose, Secret Service spokesperson just posted on X saying an incident occurred the evening of July. Jose, Secret Service spokesperson just posted on X saying an incident occurred the evening of July 13th at a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. The Secret Service has implemented protective measures and the former president is safe. This is now an active Secret Service investigation and further information will be released when available. Again, that is from the Secret Service. Everyone just absorbing what has occurred and unfolded in Pennsylvania. We're also getting reaction from a number of the vice presidential potential picks of former President Trump. Again, just to reiterate, the Republican National Convention is just days away from getting underway, set to begin on Monday.
Where is the fucking perpetrator? Where is the perpetrator? Who the fuck shot Trump? Huh? Who shot Trump, God? Bro, academics and none of these niggas ain't gonna ask this question. Everybody just playing the video saying, oh yeah, he got shot at. Who? By who? Nigga, who the fuck did it, nigga? First thing I'm gonna know is one of my niggas.
Something that said,
I mean, who? Nigga, which one?
Doing it, rap.
Right here.
Somewhere where there is so much protection. The Secret Service is there. There's metal detectors. People are very vigilant. So how could this have gotten through?
Something.
That's fire.
Who?
That's the president of the United
States.
Yo, it's crazy.
Now that we know where the shots were coming from, I'm going to say it's likely somebody behind Donald Trump, especially with that graze, got the full brunt of those bullets. So I'm going to go back.
Yeah, come on, white boy. Let's do this.
And see if we can get a clip of that actual shooting again. And then we'll be able to see.
Yeah, break this down. Break this down, Kev.
If somebody else behind him is hit.
Okay.
Potentially. But yeah, shooter confirmed dead. One person critical. One other person dead. And Trump is okay.
Shooter confirmed.
But let's listen into. He was. So his hat fell off, or he took his hat off. Whatever. Let's play it again because it's just absolutely unbelievable.
A little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
He was wearing his hat there. This is absolutely crazy. So it sounds like it was some form.
For asking this question, bro, because everybody sitting here saying, "Oh, Trump got shot at. Yeah, we got him out of here. Yeah, we did a good job. We got him." Who the fuck shot at that nigga, and why? Who is this nigga, man? Brave enough, the balls big enough to do that shit, man.
I mean, look at this. You've got people starting to lie down over here. Obviously, you know, if there's like a mass shooting or something like that. But it looks like this was specifically targeted at the president. And he was hit. He was definitely hit. I mean, he's bleeding. So, you know, obviously, you know, Trump appears to be okay. But let's show him off the stage here. There he is. He puts his hand up. Let me go back a little more.
My son going to
go
right back outside. He don't care. He's popping back outside.
Look at that. That's crazy. Gosh,
well,
what a
there you go,
scary
guys.
freaking world.
Unbelievable information right now as we see.
Yeah, this is really intense. So I think there's a later part here where we see Trump getting in his vehicle. Let's see it here if we get an angle on this. Here, guardsmen, Secret Service.
Miles north of Pittsburgh, and we heard a number of pops. That's what I'll call them for now, pops. I mean, there could be firecrackers, or it could be something.
Some freaking firecrackers. This is insane. I'm pretty sure we see him go in. Okay, yeah. He's already in the car, presumably at this point. I guess the rally's over.
I was very concerned when he was walking down the steps, not to be a dramatic.
Okay, it looks like we've now got mainstream covering this now too. Look at that.
Survive this incident.
Oh, you can see him up on the stage with rifles scanning the audience. Oh, this is intense. What the hell?
I may have just said.
Look at him on the stage looking around. You got one at the staircase. You got Secret Service at the bottom of the stage. What looks like a National Guards person just walked off the stage there. They're scanning. It doesn't look like they have any idea yet. This is to get Trump off. They're covering to get Trump off. There he is. There's the other shot of Trump. Holy shices. Oh my gosh, dude. This is really bad. Oh, he's pumping his fist right here. And I think that's what gets everyone to cheer.
Tonight. Kristen, these images that we're showing
oh my God.
Show the president to be conscious the former president to be conscious the entire time, shaking and waving his fist in the air. But there does seem to be blood emerging from his right ear, and possibly maybe some injury to the cheek.
Jose, that's right. The images are horrifying. The former president with his face bloodied. He's pumping his fists. He appears to be saying fight, fight as he is ushered off stage by the Secret Service. The political world just starting to absorb what has unfolded in Pennsylvania with just days until the Republican National Convention gets underway. Let me read you some of the reactions so far. Kelly O'Donnell has reached out to the Secret Service saying they are still gathering information on this incident. So, of course, we will bring that to our viewers as soon as we get that.
They said they got the shooter, as they should. That nigga please let me know who he is. So how they gonna spin this? Are they gonna say a Democrat was at a Republican rally and tried to kill a president? Or are they gonna say the most fucked up shit in the world that they could say and say a Trump supporter, a Trump voter, a Trump MAGA person tried to assassinate the president? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what is the narrative y'all gonna spin on this? Unless Trump set this up, because you know it's crazy. I'm gonna let you know right now it's crazy. I seen something crazy. The way he touched his ear. Let me see, man.
President Biden, for his part, was at church in Delaware. As he left, he was asked if he'd been briefed on this rally. He said no. He then got back into his motorcade, undoubtedly
saw a little bit of
Wow, it's fully cleared out already.
going on. My producer Bianca and I then realized this might.
Look, like he had something in his hand, like he bust the red dye pack on his head or something. Cause to get shot that close to your brain and everything else, is like you are a lucky motherfucker, bro. You escaped a real one. Nigga, I've been in the hood 40-something years, bro, and I escaped those type of incidences. You, sir, have been fucking the luckiest man on earth right now. You are lucky, Mr. Trump. You're lucky, bro. They try to take your brain off of here, man. They try to empty your brain out they try to empty your brain out like when you pouring water out of a fucking water bottle into a cup. They try to empty his brain out like that. They tried to fuck what Hassan Campbell be saying. Oh, turn his TV off. Nigga, they tried to turn his Con Edison off, nigga. They tried to turn his sun off, nigga. They tried to turn his solar power off. They tried to turn his motherfucking bro. They tried to close the shades on that nigga, son. They tried to put him in the record books as, hey, he's dead. He can't be the president no more. Biden is what we got, nigga. That's it. Bro. Can somebody, I'm not even going to say this, but if it would have been a different person by the name of Aiden with a B, I wouldn't have been mad, bro. I'd have been like, oh, shit. Oh, who they going to get? It's like, yo, bro, they playing a lot of games, this political arena. Because number one, they did cheat. I don't care what nobody says. Number two, they put that thing out for everybody to catch it. Yes, it's real. They put that thing out for everybody to get it. Put it like this, bro. Capitalism, to me, this is my definition, is find the problem or either create a problem, make that problem a big thing, then solve that problem and get the money for it. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what they did with that thing. They created a problem, gave you a solution, and got money for it. A lot of motherfuckers died. My mom's in the hospital, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? These people don't play fair, man. And then the little people at the bottom trying to get their weight up and shit, they never gonna get there. It'll take them 80 years till they get Trump age to try to make something happen. But you ain't about to be the president. You ain't really about to make nothing happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into it.
Be something more serious. We then got ourselves behind a barricade for safety, trying to make sure that our colleagues and our peers around us were safe. Everyone ducked down. As you see in that video, the former president ducked down. Secret Service came and protected him. People in the audience here, those who were attending, initial confusion, shock.
Hey, yo, the nigga that threw shots at my son Trump, that nigga in a fucking blunt right now, nigga. That nigga's in a fucking backwards. That nigga is in a raw paper with the grabber. That nigga is in a fucking, if you smoke entourages, that nigga is in an entourage right now. That nigga is in a Bluntville, nigga. He is in a fucking Bluntville. For all my old school niggas, that nigga is in a motherfucking bamboo paper, nigga. That nigga is rolled up. Hold on. I'm about to roll up right now. I'm about to put some of that nigga in here. You hear that? I'm about to roll up right now. I'm gonna put a little bit of this nigga who shot at Trump. I'm gonna put a little bit of him in my blunt right now. If we gonna smoke that nigga together.
Again, when you first hear those shots, you really do think this might be fireworks, just because this is not something that you are expecting when you're at an event like this. We get down on the ground, we hear those continued pop, 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 pops. They kept going. It felt like for a long time for those of us who were here on site. But as you said, listening to it back, it was about 8 to 11 or so of those popping sounds. As the scene started to quiet down. As we stopped hearing those sounds, the former president started to get up, his Secret Service escorting him off the stage. The crowd went from that initial shock.
Yo, send that nigga back to his boss in the box, man. Send that nigga back to his boss in a fucking pine box with a note on it that say, nigga, you missed. You sent your best shooter. That nigga's a fucking blunt right now, nigga. That nigga's a blunt rat right now, nigga. That nigga is a Susie, nigga. You know the pink rap, the pink papers. I forgot what I used to smoke with your dog. I don't like me, got too strong. That nigga is in a fucking saucy Susie right now, nigga. That nigga is in a blunt, bro. He is in the grabber dabba do, nigga. This nigga's in the grabba dabba do, homie. Grabba dabba do that nigga, bro.
Fear to cheering for him as he stood up, and it was clear that he was not unconscious. But he,
You know what's oh god, this is so freaking crazy. You know, I remember back during the it was the rally before the insurrection, or J6 day, or whatever you want to call it. You know, I don't when people say that, you know, people get mad about what word is used. Okay, I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm just saying that day, J6, right? They had glass barriers for Trump. This was back in on J6. And I think you get a zoomed out shot here. I think they're going to go back to glass barriers. I remember I covered this. This was a 10-hour live stream that I covered, you know, way back on J6 21. And I want to see if I can get a zoomed out shot of it so you could get a little bit more of a look. But you could clearly see he's got his teleprompters here left and right, and then the glass barriers in front of him. I mean, this was obviously when he was the
Trump alleged assassin. I'm rolling up right now. The lady said this is called forgot what the lady at the spot called this shit. Some stupid shit. Anyway, it's smoke guns, take gun. But yeah, bro. Once I like this blunt, nigga, you up there with the motherfucking, what's the little nigga by the little moon? DreamWorks, nigga. You DreamWorks, nigga. You the little nigga on the moon, nigga.
President, right? But I think now you're gonna have to go back to glass barriers. But because this is crazy and it's really sad. It's really sad, but this is absolutely insane. That something like this can happen. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the actual scene again so you could see when the shots first start, because I know some folks are just now joining, and you'll be able to get a live look at the time of what happened. This happened now about 26 minutes ago. Trump is injured, but okay. As you can see, this is the loop they keep playing here is them sort of.
I'm smoking that nigga right now, son. This nigga is rolled up in this blunt right now. Like wherever he's going into the atmosphere, let's bow our heads and pray for this goofball who tried to take Trump out. Dear Lord, he's an idiot. They put him in a palm box and now he's in my blunt. He's so stupid he should have never threw a shot at Trump. He's an idiot. He didn't kill him, God, so you maybe could forgive him and bring him to heaven for a little while, let him see what it's like. You know what I mean? Have mercy on his soul. But for right now, he in his blood. Back to regular scheduling program.
Clearing the stage and trying to cover from the audience, or see if there's any additional threat as they prepare to walk Trump off the stage. But again, no plexiglass barriers or any kind of really protection there of Trump. When you hear the there's the hat. When you hear the shots, again, it sounds like a pistol, some kind of small arms fire, some kind of Trump here is rallying, fight. This is just dramatic and unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And these are emotions.
Damn, I had myself muted, y'all. Damn, let's take it back, though, to the Jim Crow days. I don't even know what I was saying because I had myself muted. Let's go.
Emotional moments too. Like it was like I don't like this at all. This is just disgusting. The same thing would be true if this happened to Biden or really anyone. This is just so.
No, excuse me, sir. The same thing would not be true if this happened to Biden. I wouldn't care, bro. Good riddance. Good fucking riddance. I don't need nothing from that guy. That guy is dumber than a box of rocks. I could be a better president than him. Basically, what I was talking about before is that they'll give money to every fucking person on this earth, every ethnic group. Chinese people, 50 billion here. Ukraine's 20 billion here. Over here, 20 billion here. Israel, you get the 20 billion every fucking week. Hey, you want some money? You want some money? When it comes to fucking black people, we got to pay taxes and all of this other shit. Number one, nigga, Terrence Howard put it out there. We should not have to pay taxes, bro. If you can't give us our fucking just due money and all that, reparations and all that, and fuck all them people who say, oh, that was 100 years, that was... Fuck you. You don't have the blood of a fucking slave. That's why you don't feel like that. In order to... This is where Drake went wrong. Your father is your father. Cool. But your mother puts those feelings and thoughts into you. Your father puts discipline into you. Your mother puts those feelings and thoughts into you. So when you was being raised by your mother, Drake, she was putting those feelings and thoughts into you. She raised you as a white boy, a little black boy that live in a white boy neighborhood. You don't have the blood of a slave. You didn't have to chop that crack up at 15, 16 years old. You didn't kick the staircase door and a whole bunch of crack fell out and you started selling it. You didn't go through what real niggas go through in the hood when they 15, 16 years old in the 90s, nigga. It was different. This is why you fell, because I'm going to tell you what happened with Kendrick. Kendrick was going through that shit in the 90s, going down the street to get some sugar from his neighbor, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Seeing if niggas got something to eat at what's your name house, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, bro, that shit trains you for a day like battling. You get to know, like, yo, you know what? Why I gotta talk about the slaves? That's corny. Let me say some hotter shit. It'll just be in you, bro. Now back to Trump, bro. They really trying to take the nigga out of here because he know too much. He opened the books in the White Houses. He know about all of the shit, JFK assassination. He know about the RFK assassination. He know about all of that shit, bro. He know about everything, all the crooked shit they ever did. He knows they need him off of here. So if you think that it was not one of them that did this, bro, it was one of them. It was a Democrat. It was a person who's on the left. It was a person who don't want Trump to be in the White House because he has too much information. Straight up, bro. That's the God's honest truth. One of my kids is trying to harass me because they don't know how to leave me alone. I'm trying to do a YouTube video. Leave daddy alone. You smell me? Cool, right? So look, check it out, right? Check it out. These niggas.
Un-American to shoot at a president, though it has happened in the past as well. I mean, you know, JFK and other assassination attempts. I mean, it's happened. Lincoln. So it certainly has happened, but that doesn't make it right. This is Trump getting escorted into the van here.
How he missed,
you can see this sort of protective detail here, both police and what appear to be either National Guard or private security contractors covering with the Secret Service on the inner circle there. Freaking crazy, though. What a failure. What a failure. Seriously. Oh, I don't understand. So I'm going to go ahead and play this so you could actually see when this occurs. Okay. Again, this is definitely intense and emotional. So here you go.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
On you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go.
Those sounds you hear of the move, on you, ready. Those are the, likely the tactical response teams here as they climb up on the stage. And you could hear them on the mic. It could also be the Secret Service right behind the microphone and stage there, because now the first goal is to protect Trump as they rush to the stage. You could see that played from this angle. The first goal is to protect him physically. The second goal is then to extract him from the situation. But this is absolutely insane. This is a massive failure by the Secret Service. Again, Trump is okay. My assumption is that this is somebody who really tried to take a long-range shot here with a handgun, which is why, fortunately, Trump was just grazed here. It doesn't look like there was an actual, again, he's walking on his own here. You could see that in this shot here. He's walking on his own. He's able to pump his fists. He knows he's okay. But my guess is somebody was probably, and this is just my speculation, but somebody was probably in the neighborhood of, 100 to 150 yards away. That's a pretty hard shot. Concealed carry training will take you out to 40, 45 yards, 100 yards. This might have even been more. I don't think it was this would have been a rifle, because if it was a rifle, they probably wouldn't have missed. Handgun, along with I'm also just surprised that nobody were immediately behind the president was hit. That's somewhat surprising. So it looks like it must have come from, from our perspective, looking at Trump from the back left is what it looks like. So from where that one Secret Service agent just sort of ran up in that backside, this was a pretty far away shot. I think I see or have seen footage on this stream here of some, of some officers at the back of a stage circulating. I'm trying to find as much more detail as we can get. My assumption is from this area over here is where the shooting came from. Again, my speculation. But somewhere I noticed officers in the crowd. I like at the end of these bleachers. I can't remember where that footage was. Obviously, at this point, everybody's leaving out of there. Yeah, we'll keep flipping around here. Yeah, everybody's kind of getting kicked out of the event. The event's cleared at this point. Yeah, event fully gets cleared out. It's absolutely insane. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, this is something, by the way, that Tucker Carlson. Okay. Well, now there's some sources saying that the shots may have actually come from behind Trump. Let's see here. When we're trying to, again, everybody's just trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to flip to, let me go to, this is NBC. We're going to flip around here for a moment.
It's hard to tell, but he certainly.
They're just interviewing an ATF person on this channel. So we're going to let's go to 45. This is very odd.
American to join us in that. I am quite sure that is what is happening at this moment for those who have witnessed what we saw there today. So, Ted, we understand. Listen, Secret Service, their priority is protecting the president and getting him out of there. But now we've got a crime scene investigation. What happens in the moments after we watch all of this play out when it comes to law enforcement and investigating what just happened there at that scene?
Well, immediately, Shannon, what happens is that area in which the shots were believed to have been fired is now a crime scene. So what law enforcement is doing is that they...
Ro Khanna just responded, I'm absolutely appalled by the gunshots fired at Donald Trump. Violence is never acceptable in our democracy. I pray he was not seriously hurt for our deeply divided nation. Lauren Southern says they made him a felon and an assassination attempt survivor. I can't speak today. Assassination attempt survivor. Wait, what? Secret Service. Okay. Trump is safe. Implemented measures around Trump. This is now an active investigation. Yeah, we don't have more. Possible assassination attempt. Wow. So anyway, Lawrence Southern, they made him a felon and an assassination attempt survivor. Street cred levels never seen before in modern politics. Well, I mean, so obviously there are going to be a lot of conspiracies around this. Vivek tweeted, pray for Trump. Then you've got David Sachs tweeting, Tucker was right. I think that's a reference to the suggestion that they would try to assassinate Donald Trump, because Tucker Carlson has suggested that before, and it looks like Tucker is right. And an assassination attempt just happened on Donald Trump. Again, he's okay. Let me see if CNN has any news on this.
They put their bodies in between the former president and the perceived threat, so they would actually absorb any secondary, type of, rounds that may come into the president. They do a rapid assessment. The president's on the ground. He has agents that are on top of him. They're quickly trying to assess his current state. Was he hit? What is going on? All the while, they are getting information from agents that are outside of that inner circle around what is going on. Where is the perceived threat coming from? What is the next course of action? We actually can hear some of the audio. They obviously got some indication that they can move the president, that it's safe to move the president, or the risk is minimized somehow. You heard them call out some of the audio.
Elon Musk just tweeted, I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery. There was some discussion that Donald Trump had potential.
All right, so all of us is broke. I don't give a fuck if you got millions of dollars. You're broke compared to Elon Musk. You understand? We're all broke. That nigga's living on space and the moon and shit. Right? So if that nigga, excuse me, feel under the weather. If that nigga said he fully endorsed President Trump, what does that mean? What that means is the money endorses Trump, bro. Elon Musk is nobody without the money. That nigga would be an ugly, fat, busted white dude if he didn't have no money. What do you mean? Like, no Diddy, he's no Brad Pitt. No Diddy, he's no, I don't know none of these. You know what I'm trying to say, right? So if Elon Musk is saying, yo, I fully endorse him. My money fully endorses him. I trust the world. I trust the world better. I'm the richest motherfucker on earth, and I trust the world better. I trust that my money would be safer and everything would go smoother if this guy was the president. That's not coming from all of these millionaires, thousandaires. It's not coming from them. They all want to this nigga to get out of here so they can keep their money. You understand? So do Elon, but he has way more money and way more risk involved. You understand? It's way more risk involved. Volatile. He has spaceships and all types of shit. It's not a regular thing. You know what I mean?
Actually been that Elon Musk has potentially donated to the Donald Trump PAC, the Super PAC, within the last about 24 hours. I saw some news around this. I don't know how confirmed that is yet, but Elon Musk is now clearly and fully standing behind Donald Trump. Previously, Elon Musk mentioned he wouldn't donate to a president, but now you've got Elon Musk likely donating to Donald Trump and now stating that he fully endorses Donald Trump.
But why? I just told y'all.
Trump. It is very interesting also to note that, this is first of all, this is very, very terrible. But it's also something to look at. Like this probably, again, I'm not trying to minimize the severity of this, but this probably helps Trump, right? It makes it so clear.
This doesn't help him. This solidifies him, bro. This makes it seem like, damn, they want him dead? What? Nobody wants Biden dead, man. They just want to get the fuck on.
That the change that he's pushing for is somebody is is so powerful to some. To others, we'll see that as scary change. That somebody's willing to basically get killed to take the stab at assassinating Trump. But what'll likely happen after this is the intensity around the supporters of Donald Trump will actually likely increase a lot. You'll likely get a lot more donations. You'll get, I mean, this is like if you were thinking about voting for Trump and you were like, I don't know if I want to, fill out my ballot. I don't know if I want to go to the polling station. This is the kind of stuff that makes you rally around a candidate and actually makes you go vote. So I think the odds of a Trump presidency rise probably substantially.
That's what I was trying to say. He said it. This is going to catapult him, bro. Like, he's a living JFK now. He's JFK if he would survive. You understand?
After something like this. Anyway, let's listen in here.
President speaking, and then we'll hear some.
Did you see JFK head? Did you see his head split from his skin on his head? Yo, whatever.
Banging noise, and you tell me, Jonathan, if these are gunshots.
Oh, they
No,
are.
that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
You can hear people screaming and people shouting, "Get down! Get down! Get down!" What was your assessment of the noise, the banging noise that we heard just before the former president raised his right hand to his face, and you could then see some blood near his ear? Go ahead.
So, Wolf, I mean, it certainly sounds like a gunfire, but let me put this in the perspective of a Secret Service agent. Myself, I have stood on that stage. I know exactly what is going on through the minds of those agents that are there. They don't have the time to make that 100% determination. Is this gunfire? Where is it coming from? What they know is that there's some sort of threat. They may not know exactly what it is, but they know that they need to react extremely quickly in fractions of a second count. You saw that the Secret Service agents came in, they pulled him down, and they dove on top of him. That is the right call, right? We don't know what that primary sound was. That could have been gunfire, but it could have also been something else. The moment that they perceive a threat to the life of the former president, they are going to react. And in this case, their reaction time and what they did could have potentially, saved the president's life. This is an extremely dynamic situation. It's unpredictable. That's why you always see Secret Service agents very close by, within arm's reach of the former president or the president or any type of protectee, to be able to have this fraction of a second reaction time. One other note, Wolf, I want to say is some of the members of this detail specifically, some of the people that were watching on the screen react, I trained with them. I worked with them on the president's detail. I know them extremely well.
This is crazy, y'all. This is really crazy. I just want to get to the part where you said they whacked him.
I am not. Trump derangement syndrome is real. People hate this man, and they will do
assault on democracy. And it's really sad. Very emotional day. This was not on my cards for a Saturday. This is absolutely crazy. So let's keep flipping around here just to get some perspective. You did hear the Secret Service interview they just had here, which I thought was useful at CNN. We'll hop on over to Fox for a second.
Live right now on Right Side Broadcasting Network. And
oops, wrong one.
I think we can now trust the statements that are being made to say that he's okay. All the video evidence we can see, including this picture that was on the screen just moments ago of him raising his fist and being carried away by the Secret Service group, confirms that. So I think this looks like something that could have been much worse than it is at the moment, than it's turned out to be. And we can all be very grateful for that indeed, and very grateful indeed as well for the Secret Service. They don't mess around, as you could see. The president was trying to, stand up, raise his fist.
Yeah, and I mentioned as well that I thought this was a pretty big failure on the part of the Secret Service. Still agree with that. I think I mentioned this earlier too, that I think we're going to go back to the glass partitions that they had on J6 to protect from exactly this. Look at this, by the way, clip with Tucker Carlson from the Adam Carolla show.
Called him names. He won anyway. They impeached him twice on ridiculous pretenses. They fabricated a lot about what happened on January 6th in order to impeach him again. It didn't work. He came back. Then they indicted him. It didn't work. He became more popular. Then they indicted him 3 more times, and every single time his popularity rose. So if you begin with criticism, then you go to protest, then you go to impeachment, now you go to indictment, and none of them work, what's next? I mean, graph it out, man. We're speeding toward assassination, obviously, and no one will say that, but I don't know how you can reach that conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, they have decided, permanent Washington, both parties have decided that there's something about Trump that's so threatening to them, they just can't have it. They called him names.
There it is.
He won anyway.
So that's Tucker Carlson there previously suggesting that we're trending towards assassination, and that's exactly what we've seen here.
They want to take your boy Trump out, man. They've been wanting to do this, man. It's no way to beat him. They had to cheat. They had to make up a J6. They had to do all of these cheat codes. They had to do all of this, bro, because they already knew. Nigga, I don't care what nobody say. 2019, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2018. 2018, I was a hibachi. I'm outside blowing a bogey. I got my kids running around, little bench things right there and shit. I hear people talking over there. Yo, I got the most money I got in my life with Trump. And I always remember that when he said that, I'm like, damn, he's right, because I got the most money in my life. I was fucking with Trump too. And it wasn't the UAE or whatever that unemployment joint was. It wasn't even that. It was a whole another set of money that, you know what I mean? So, saying that to say, they want to kill your boy.
Very, very, very bad. At the same time, Donald Trump has just been endorsed by Elon Musk, who also likely made a donation to Elon Musk's super PAC within the last 24 to 48 hours, or at least the news of it broke.
Well, first of all, my due respect goes out to the United States Secret Service. They are the heroes today. Secret Service.
Well, they messed up. So
How they rallied around.
the hero is the person who doesn't know how to, the divine intervention that happened that prevented that bullet from being like 1 inch over. It's just disgusting.
I am not. Trump derangement syndrome is real. People hate this man, and they will do anything that they have to take him out. And that is a terrifying statement to make in our nation right now. But
And Trump has stated now in a statement that he's fine. He's being treated at a local medical facility. And I think we have some footage of his motorcade taking him to the hospital. Obviously, a lot of pictures being posted on X of him walking out of the rally bloodied. Let's take a listen here to the... That's crazy. Ay. All right, let's keep listening in here for a moment.
Hawkeye's here. Ready. You ready?
Okay, the shooter is now reported to be dead. So it looks like the shooter has potentially been killed here. Let's see. I'm just reviewing what's going on here. It does. Obviously, we don't have a name or identification yet or any information, but it looks like what's coming through right now is the shooter may indeed be dead here. There are now quotes of Joe Biden. I don't know if this is true. Somebody is suggesting that Joe Biden at one point said, I'm going to see if I can find this source. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. I don't know if that is a true quote. Oh, it is. Because that literally just happened. Bulls. Yeah, look at this. So obviously the reference wasn't to actually do so with a gun, unless it was implied. I have one job, and that's to beat Donald Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. So we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. And this is reported by Political 5 days ago. 5 days ago. No way.
Do y'all see what's going on here? You ran your big ass mouth because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about because you're old and senile. So you're just throwing shit to the fucking wind, not even hoping it sticks. Whatever sticks, sticks. Whatever don't. And most of it don't. So that's what you're doing, you fucking dummy. Bro, look at this fucking neck. Look at that neck. I'm sorry, but guess what? My grandmother, 75 years old next year. If I show y'all her picture right now, you'll faint. You'll faint. So I can make fun of this neck. I can make fun of that neck. Because my grandma was 75 and she ain't got that. She ain't got that. Her whole shit, my grandmother whole shit is like my shit, nigga. Like a regular chin, nigga. My grandma was 75 with a regular chin, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, bro?
Quite deeply. They have all these protocols in place. They're going to have multiple locations on where to take the president. They are going to get some criticism and questions about how anybody could get that close, if indeed it was a firearm that was there. But once...
Yeah, that's a clear picture right there, bro. That shit a clear picture right there, bro. They really tried to take your boy out, bro. Like your boy. Your boy. They try to take your boy out. They try to take him out. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all.
That comes into action, that the Secret Service will tighten its perimeter around the other protectees, the Trump children. You don't know how wide this might be. Is it just a lone person? Is it a couple of different people? Don't know if the reports about other people being injured there are true or not.
Are you leaving?
And that will be interesting to see if how that plays out. But the president there with the flag in the background, blood coming from his face, standing defiantly, I think will be perhaps the most defining moment of this presidential election year. They tried to incarcerate him. They've now had an assassination attempt on the president. And the temperature in this country, we all need to take a deep breath.
Okay, it's the county prosecutors reporting that at least one dead after shooting at Trump rally. Again, Trump is... okay, more confirmations. The shooter who tried to assassinate the president is now dead. Okay.
President saying there, and
put that nigga in my blood. Y'all talk about don't mock the dead and all that, right? I'm sorry, but it's one nigga I'ma mock right now. That nigga's in my blood. The dumb who tried to take out Trump. You fucking idiot. You're in my blunt right now. I'm smoking your dead ass.
What he's doing and the way he reacts to that gunshot That we don't have a full confirmation that it is an actual gunshot, but that's what people on the ground are saying. I'm fairly familiar with firearms. At least that's what it sounds like. But until somebody definitively from the Secret Service or local law enforcement says that, you don't know. You also have local law enforcement. Local law enforcement is going to be there. You're going to have tactical teams. You're going to have SWAT teams. You're going to potentially have National Guardsmen there that are there to support the effort.
Okay, there's some discussion that potentially in this clip we're going to be able to hear "shooter down." Hold on, I have the wrong audio playing. One sec. Okay, so in this clip we might be able to hear "shooter down." This is the original clip. I haven't heard it, but I'm going to listen now. Listen now for the words "shooter down" as the Secret Service rushes to Donald Trump along with the tactical unit. Let's listen in. Here.
See something that said, take a look at what happened.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
I don't hear it myself, but that's intense. So I'm going to try listening to it one more time. But it's very interesting. As the shots happen, you could actually hear what sound like some Secret Service agents getting on top. I heard one person saying, "What do we do? Okay, what are we doing?" And I'm like, I was hoping you would have the answer to that already. Butler County District Attorney says one person believed to be dead. No information yet out about the shooter. Still waiting for more on this in terms of what we can get in terms of details. But again, it does look like the shooter is down. And Biden camp apparently being briefed on this, but no statement yet from the Biden camp. Let's listen one more time.
Damn, yo, bro. Biden, whoever's on your PR team or whoever's throwing shit in your ear, whoever's working for you, whoever is just next to this guy, bro. Tell him this right now. Tell him I said to do this. Tell him I said to go on TV and start talking about Trump in a good way. Start saying shit like, yo, this is messed up. This can't happen to nobody. We're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We on Trump's side. Bro, trust me, bro. If you do that, bro, you're going to win, bro. Trust me. I'm not trying to help you out because I don't really like you like that. But I'm just telling you, like, if nobody in your camp does this next move, it's like, y'all niggas is just bugged out. I don't know. Like, what the fuck is this politics shit about? It's just stupid to me. But right now, if I was a politician, I'm not talking about the streets. I'm not talking about none of that shit. If I was a politician right now, I'd be on TV, oh, this is messed up. We got to do better. Trump is a good guy. At the end of the day, nobody deserves that. I would not go on TV slandering this nigga no more. And if all these other stations, I wouldn't slander him no more. It is not going to go well for y'all ratings. Trust and believe.
Okay. Here's another. Hold on. There's another clip that I might be able to use. Okay, well, I'll try that clip in just a moment. But let me try this one more time here. And this is just the original scene.
Take a look at what happened.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Okay. All right. I have another clip that somebody sent me. They suggest you could hear the shooter down comment. Here's another stream with maybe a different audio source that we could listen to.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Ten seconds to the shooter down.
When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
You ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Shooters down.
We're clear. We're clear. We're clear.
Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, buddy.
So
Let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
Let me get my shoes.
Do y'all know what's going on here? He's gonna be he has to be the president. Oh, it's no way on earth after this.
Donald Trump after being shot. Guys.
Bro, niggas don't survive being shot at like that, bro. That's rare, bro. There's always the nigga got hit and got hit good. These niggas don't survive getting hit and walk away the same day. What?
Let me get my shoes.
Perfect example. Look at the other nigga that got hit that day. He's not here no more. He's in my blood.
Did I hear that right? Is that what he said? Oh, okay. So basically the audio feed on this link I have here, it has more. You get more audio. The mic doesn't cut as soon, and you do hear that they don't move Donald Trump until the Secret Service says shooter down, shooter down. This is really intense. Let's listen to it again. And right after you hear shooter down, you hear, let me get my shoes. Nobody knows my shoes better than I do. Wow.
Okay. Chips, nigga. Chips probably Italian leather, nigga.
Stand by. Audio went to mute.
Shit is probably Italian leather.
Okay. One sec. Come on, Facebook audio. It's all right. One sec.
Chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Get ready. You ready? We're good. Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear.
Let's go. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, buddy.
So we got to move to the car.
Watch out.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure the first words that Donald Trump says after being shot and hearing shooter down, clear are, let me get my shoe.
And so we can see what's going on now.
I took him to a tent behind the bleachers. We put a towel over his head, but he is deceased.
You were telling me before when we were chatting briefly that you never had a chance to make it to a Trump rally, that this was your first time. Would you feel safe coming back to another Trump rally?
Yeah, you know,
Back right corner. So I'm gonna look one more time at the angles here of this, but it is quite challenging to figure out sort of the alignment. And we also don't know the alignment of the stage, presumably because I do see the red roof here, and then it looks like the the red side, the non-red sides here. Here's that, because I do see the red roof here, and then
it seemed like to me the shooter was over here in this area right here, or he was like standing right here, and he dumped at him right there. Shing, right or wrong? Don't it seem like that? And then it seemed like these agents right here seen them, bing, bang, boom, bang, bing, bang them right there. That's what it seemed like to me.
but it is quite challenging to figure out sort of the alignment. And we also don't know the alignment of the stage, presumably because I do see the red roof here, and then it looks like the the red side, the non-red sides here. Here's that red. Then you have maybe the non-reds and some more red, right? So red, non-red, red, somewhat aligns with maybe this. So maybe the stage is over here, which would imply the guy's maybe even on this. But that's so close. This one's further away, but doesn't align with somebody getting shot left of stage. I don't know. It's all speculation, obviously. But this is what the area looks like. Oh, you have an airport right there, too. So, I don't know. Okay.
There's the counter assault team. They're ready to engage anybody that comes forward as a threat, especially an armed threat. But there are also the counter sniper teams. Now, this is a very challenging environment. You've got this field, this wide open field. You have the president at former president at one of his rallies. And there's no high ground around it, except for these low rooftop buildings. And I'm being told by sources that the shooter had climbed up onto one of these single-story rooftops and used that to shoot over the fence into the event. He wasn't inside the event. So, Wolf, that is how the information is shaping up. Now, I'm going to preface this saying, of course, this information is early.
Okay, here's an interview with somebody who apparently...
This shit is getting crazy and crazy.
And potentially saw the shooter get shot. So the counter strike. Oh, Kevin. Sorry. If I leave, sometimes I leave some of these other video clips looping or running because of X just keeps looping them. And then I have to go figure out where it is and close it. My bad. Here we go.
Department physician, let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the bench.
Oh, yeah. Again, same problem. Hold on. I still haven't. Dude, I just paused this. Stop it, X. Yeah, I pause one and the other one starts playing. X, you're driving me nuts.
You weren't inside the event, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw. So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us the Brinkles Farm.
Yo, what the fuck is up with his hair? Look at his hair up here, and look at this microphone right here. Look at his hair, and look at the microphone. It's not the same color, but it's definitely the same texture.
Oh, interesting. Here you can see some more of the barns and set up outside. I do see someone in the comments here saying there's a video on X of the killer being dragged out of the crowd. We don't think that's the killer. We actually think that was a victim who was shot. Joe Biden just released a statement. We're grateful to hear Trump is safe. No place for this kind of violence.
As I said that he should.
Must be united as one nation and condemn the violence. Okay, but let's go back to this story right here.
Army Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees out there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building.
Can y'all say a word with me real quick? This is the definition. This guy right here is the definition of Edomite. God said he did not like his skin. He said he didn't like his pink skin. God said that about the Edomite.
Beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof. And he had a gun, right? He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle.
There it is.
Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this.
That's why the
Army Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees out there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof. And he had a gun, right? He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle.
There it is.
Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, oh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this.
That's why the Secret Service was so fast. I was wondering how the counter snipers were able to react so quickly. But what a failure. I mean, if it's even if it was 1 minute and somebody's like, there's a guy with a gun, get Trump off the freaking stage and investigate it. All it takes is the officers, hey, reports of a guy with rifle climbing up onto a structure and prevent this. Jesus, what a failure.
And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out. So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof? 100%. 100%. And he was up there for a couple of minutes. He was up there. You saw him up there for a couple of minutes. Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes. And you were telling the police and the Secret Service? We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree. Could they see binoculars? Could they see him? Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here?
Yes.
I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
I no, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle.
Dude, I love that this guy has not put his beer down.
100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure.
Yeah,
No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it,
No,
but,
sure.
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof. Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security terminal. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not on every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions I think that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
I like the guy's shirt. Stick City.
Yes, he was right in front.
Yeah, so it's safe to say Secret Service was trying to let that nigga get killed because there's no way how he got to throw 3, 4, 5 shots at him like that. Like, nah, son, Secret Service was doing some fake covering Trump up and shit. Y'all already knew the threat was, y'all already knew it wasn't no more shots going to come. Y'all could have took them shots. The first ones.
She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about that.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of that?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right.
Yo, man, I know Melania's sick right now, man. I know Melania, whatever the fuck her name is, man. I ain't gonna front, man. Pray for Melania, man. She probably scared right now, man. She probably think they gonna try to take her out too. Yo, listen, man. They said that nigga Martin Luther King was on some freaky shit. Nigga had prostitutes and all type. Nigga was on some freaky shit, son. That's why I ain't never really rock with that nigga like that anyway, because I ain't even like how he looked. I never liked how Martin Luther King looked. That's why I ain't like him.
Listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that. That was a terrible thing. And you should stay safe with your family.
There, finally, they're rotating. Okay, see, there's the building. That's what I've been waiting for, was for them to freaking rotate the camera. Good Lord. So
I know, right? I was waiting for that too.
it's tough to tell. It seems like the interview is being held over here, but it's also very difficult to get to the exact bottom of it. I see a road. I see a yellow line. I see that shack. So let's try to identify here. We've got flags. The flags might not be there in the satellite picture, though. We've got a road with a yellow line here. We've got that yellow-ish building. Here are the white roofed buildings next to rounded red roofs. Okay, so to the right of the rounded red roofs.
Oh, I don't know if I can catch up, bro.
Oh, boy.
He's still streaming. I don't want to cut it off. It's too juicy.
That's tough.
God, I got juice, bro.
Where's the road with the yellow? Oh, here. This is the only road with the yellow. And yeah, I don't see, I mean, this one's called Main Street. You would think Main Street would have, oh, this part has a picture here. Video, street view. No, that's not. See, here are these yellowish buildings, right? And this is not a yellow lined road, though. It seems like only this area is. Yeah, this is very clearly yellow lined, far away. That's pretty busy. Oh, here's another yellow. Butler Farm Show. Yeah, tough to tell. Let's listen in over here for a moment.
I saw that go on, and then I looked down. I saw that the man, had died in the bleachers. It was just complete pandemonium. Like
somebody else got unalived in the bleachers. Yo, bro, listen, y'all turning Trump into somebody else. Y'all doing all of this Fannie Willis shit, all of this Alvin Bragg, Fannie Willis, Stephen Bannock. All of y'all want to know. Yo, bro, I don't like these people, bro. They creepy to me because at the end of the day, I ain't forget about the adrenochrome, and I ain't forget about none of that. I could go back to my song right now, and I said it right. It's George, it's Colin, it's Derek, it's Drama, the minutes, the knees, the neck, the trauma, the cop's hands in his pocket, begging for his mama, how the Clintons in court the same week, they lift the quarantine, the scene is different. Next time you see it, witness. I forgot that shit, but yeah, I had a whole song about these politicians, man.
There was a bit of a delay, like there was a lot of confusion, but immediately, it seemed like more gunfire erupted. I couldn't figure out where that was coming from, and then, there was a state policeman there. I believe a SWAT team, showed up relatively quickly. They jumped the side. There was a fence, it was next to the bleachers. They jumped the bleachers and started clearing the bleachers, and then I helped carry the body of the man down out of the bleachers, and they took him to a tent behind the bleachers. We put a towel over his head, but he's deceased.
You were telling me before when we were chatting briefly that you never had a chance to make it to a Trump rally, that this was your first time. Would you feel safe coming back to another Trump rally?
Yeah, it's a very random event that happens. I feel safe generally where I go in the country. I think the problem is we have everyone seems very angry, and it makes you kind of I'll go to a Trump rally again, but I'll think twice. You definitely want to have your head on the swivel. It just seems like there's a lot of angry people out there, and I'm not shocked that this happened. I'm shocked that I was sitting there.
Was perfectly in that line there, so I'm going to draw the victim roughly here, and then you've got this. This would be a better representation of the stands. And I'll show you that in a second. And maybe some trees over there. Yeah, it looks to me, if I had to guess, the videographer would have been here. So I'm comparing to this shot right here, right? So you got a direct shot, a direct angle onto the building from this video angle here. And so if I go here, a direct angle onto the building would be roughly here. So I'm going to go with the videographer had we'll call it the phone video. So this was the phone video angle that we see pointing that way. Make that a little skinnier. All right. No, that's confusing. I'll just leave it like that. So that's the angle we see. Here's Trump. And then comparing to the stands, Trump is here. Water tower's up here. So Trump's angle to the water tower is roughly in line with the water tower. So I'm going to say this was probably the stage. And I'll show you that in a second. And then this was probably the stands. Victim. I'll show that here. Probably right about, let's see if I go with, I'll put
shout out to Kev for breaking this down, man.
we'll call this stands. All right. And then I'm going to say the victim was roughly here. And I'm using that based on where we had blood in the stands. This is graphic. Let's see here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, again, very graphic. Sorry. But this is the shot of where the blood is in the stands. Looks like you're, 2 or 3 seats in. So I'm going to move that to the left just a little bit, and then maybe 4 or 5 bleachers down. Victim. So now I can see the path of the shooter. I'm going to go with a line here. And we'll do, let's go with this. Oh, that's too thick. There we go. This is probably a rough approximation here. I mean, the stand could have been a little bit more to the right, right? I'm going to actually move that stand just a little bit because I think that victim was perfectly in that line there. So I'm going to draw the victim roughly here. And then you've got this would be a better representation of the stands, right? There you go. That's phone video we have on the left. And then most of the press looked like they were in the press stands, probably right about, well, they had to have had a straight on shot too. Let's see here. Yeah, they did. So the press stands were probably here, I'm guessing, press 1. And then you had another angle probably here, press 2. I think this is a rough setup of what happened. And again, the fact that this was not covered by the Secret Service is absolutely insane. Let's go play here for a moment.
And recognize this is a line that's been crossed here that is just horrific and unforgivable, and we need to have cooler minds prevail.
Yeah, well said. Pennsylvania Republican Senate candidate David McCormick, who had a front row seat over there. He was an eyewitness. Appreciate your joining us very, very much, and glad you're okay right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Anderson, back to you.
Wolf, I want to go next to former Secret Service agent Jonathan Wackrow, also CNN national security analyst Juliet Kayyem. Juliet and Jonathan, before I talk to you both, I just want to replay what happened, and just for our viewers who are just joining us, but also because I want to talk over some of the details, particularly with you, Jonathan, of what we see the Secret Service do in terms of covering the former president, not immediately evacuating him until, and also just remind viewers that the audio that they're going to hear is largely Secret Service agents talking among each other while they're covering the former president. And you hear some words from the former president about his shoes, and then saying wait, and then doing the fist in the air. So let's play that.
No, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Move his spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare. Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready. You ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. Let's move. Let's move. We're clear. Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus.
Watch out.
If anybody wants to share my little drawing, I just posted it on X. You know, I get like, I just think this is useful. So if anybody wants to share this sort of detail, again, I posted it on X at Real Meat Kevin. And I don't know if you want to retweet it or whatever, if you agree with it, obviously, or add your comments to it or whatever. But I wrote here, V is the headshot victim. T is obviously the Trump position. Phone video we've seen here of the shooter's body seems to roughly align with that angle right here. And I think it's worth us putting that the address, Evans City Road, Butler, PA. Yeah, so roughly 506, roughly 506 Evans City Road, Butler, PA, for building location. And I guess I suppose I could also just link below it the actual aerial view that I have of it there. So that way y'all can see that or interact with it or add comments if you want. Okay, there we go. So, okay, let's go back over here. Yeah, again, if you want to retweet that, thank you. It helps out. Really appreciate y'all watching here, by the way, as we try to break this all down live. Thank you to all of those of you who support the channel and subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed, we're knocking on the door of 2 million subs, so would appreciate your support in a subscribe. And then, of course, always check out my offerings over at meetkevin.com. I don't want to turn this into really a pitch or anything, so we're not going to. I just mention thank you to everybody. Okay, let's go over here.
Actual gunfire, but it's a perceived threat, and they're going to action off of that. They're going to go to the protectee, as we saw. The president was already moving down, which was probably an instruction given to him a long time ago, even as president, to get down in the moment of any type of threat. But the Secret Service agents quickly came in. They put themselves between the former president and any type of potential threat. Again, basically creating a body bunker around the former president. While they're down on the ground, they're doing a rapid assessment. There's a lot of information coming into their earpieces about what's going on around the perimeter. Was it a shooter? What the situation is. We heard the verbal commands. Again, you have to think they weren't screaming and yelling at each other. They were very composed. Their instructions to each other were very clear. Again, that all comes down to their training, tactics, and experience. The president was not moved until they confirmed that the shooter was down, and you actually heard an agent say, safe to move. Most likely that was the detail leader for the former president, giving the instruction that it's safe to move. The Hawkeye team, as you hear, Hawkeye's up, Hawkeye is around. Hawkeye is the tactical team. That is the counter assault team. Again, they're there to support the shift, address any secondary threats that may present itself, and make sure that the president's movement from one terrain feature, the podium, to the armored limousine is done in a safe and efficient manner. So they'll move along with them. So once all those components were in place, that's when we see the president moving off stage. What we don't see, though, is exactly how the Secret Service responded to the threat, the shooter, and how they neutralized that. So what we assume at this point in time, since it was a threat from outside of the security perimeter, that this was a long-range threat, probably a long-range rifle, that needed to be addressed again from another long-range mitigation, most likely from either the counter sniper team or from other types of tactical units that were on site from the Secret Service. So there's a lot going on in a short amount of time. But again, I can't stress enough, this is what the Secret Service does. when the bell rings, they are prepared to react this way.
Yeah, they should also prevent the bell from ringing.
The president off of the X, off of this environment, to a safe location. Then the secondary assessment starts around medical concerns, making sure that the president doesn't have any secondary injuries. They then move the president to a safe location away from this site, most likely a hospital, where a full medical evaluation would be underway, ensuring that the safety of the former president, that he is in good health.
Jonathan, are you surprised? They're not rushing him off this. I mean, the former president tells them wait in order for him to address the crowd. They listened to that on 2 occasions, it seems. Is that unusual?
Well, I'll say, that's what we heard. That's not.
Thank you to all those of you who've been retweeting that tweet. Really appreciate it over at Real Meet Kevin on X.
Identifying injury. The Secret Service has its protocols. They are going to move the president, the former president, from the stage to a secondary location only when it is safe. The worst thing that they could do is move from one terrain feature into another terrain feature that is destabilizing. They do not want to move the former president off the stage to the limousine where there could potentially be a secondary attack. That's why these tactical assets were also very important. Again, being able to immediately address a secondary.
Wow. There's some talk that despite this assassination attempt, Donald Trump is expected to be in attendance at tonight's UFC event in Denver. So he's got to go from Pennsylvania to Denver after being shot and keep going.
Luxury beats. Niggas don't like me, I'm a little bit schizo. Nigga run down, I'ma shoot on my tiptoe. Ain't going for the bullshit, shooting like Klitschko. Get off my dick, yo, get off my dick. Get off my dick, yo, get off my dick. Get off my dick, yo, get off my dick. Get off my dick, yo. You niggas worse than a bitch, yo. Paradise is this and paradise is that.